probably thought, oh, he's trying to trick us. He's dressed in that same shirt and everything. All he did was went and put a hat on. Well, that's true. I decided to go ahead and do this after I did the scary movie review. Because this is one that I had promised a couple of weeks ago never to do it. And look at my, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I made some homemade bread. And this is my bread for the week. As you guys know, I don't buy store-bought bread, and I always make my own. And this is Monday, by the way, and I spent Sunday night doing those. Anyway, I have to tell you guys something, and he's going to kill me. But I can not tell it because it was so funny. I almost died laughing. The other day I was watching, on the internet, I was watching these videos about animals that eat other animals, you know. And what this one was about was how, like, leopards and Komodo dragons and lions, when they go to get their prey, they always pick the weakest, which would be babies and stuff. And I'd gotten to it, and I'd gotten to where this zebra was starting to have a baby, and doorbell rang. I went to the door, and it was Sonny, and he'd come over, and he was standing looking over my shoulder as we was watching it. And it got to where this zebra had a baby, and as soon as it fell out, this lion runs over, grabs it, and runs off with it, and, you know, starts chewing on it. And of course there was other stuff just before that, and Sonny's just getting all into it. And just as the lion grabbed the baby zebra and took off with it to go eat it, a commercial flipped in, no warning whatsoever, just kind of flipped over, and it was these two guys loading a refrigerator. And I swear to God, I don't think that he was trying to be silly. I think that he wasn't thinking at that moment. Sonny goes, "Oh my God, look, they're killing so much meat over there, they're even having to order a refrigerator." I about fell over thinking, this guy believes that they're ordering a refrigerator for lions to keep their food in. And it was just, I guess he thought it was part of the video, but it wasn't. It was a commercial that had cut in about refrigerators. And I thought I was going to lose my breath laughing so hard. Oh my God, they're killing so much I have to order refrigerators. It was funny. But anyway, I was thinking the other day about, another thing he did too. He'd come over and he came out of the bathroom one day and he said, "I'm never going in your bathroom again." I said, "Why?" He said, "Your neighbor is a pervert." And I said, "What are you talking about? My neighbor's in a wheelchair." He said, "Every time I go in that bathroom and I look out that little window, there's a guy standing there staring right back at me, looking right at me, watching me use the bathroom. And every time I look at him, he's looking at me right in the face." I said, "Sonny, that's not a window, that's a mirror." Okay, we'll get off of that. You know, I was thinking the other day, my niece, who, she won't hardly eat much of anything, regular food. She was raised on like peanut butter and jelly and McDonald's chicken nuggets because she was so picky about what she ate. And I was thinking because, I turned 10 years old in the 70s and I was a teenager through the whole 70s, if that tells you anything. And just a reminder, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, in 5 days I got a birthday coming up. I'm turning the big 60. I'll be 60 years old in 5 days. My address is in my About Me if you want to send me a birthday card. It's not too late yet. Just a reminder. Anyway, I was thinking about growing up in the 70s and, listen to her fuss about the food that she was getting and stuff. If I remember right, and I'm sure I do, we grew up on brown beans, fried potatoes, cornbread, biscuits, gravy, stuff like that. because back then meat was so expensive for the time that you couldn't afford to buy that much. My mom would buy, we bought a lot of chicken. She did a lot of fried chicken. Of course, we raised chickens when we were younger, and she'd butcher her own. Pork chops, we might have got pork chops once a month. But she bought a lot of ground beef for like meatloaf and just hamburger patties, stuff like that. But meat was very rare in our house. Most of our meals consisted of brown beans and fried potatoes, or macaroni with tomatoes in it. You know, and my mom makes these biscuits, and she calls them drop biscuits. And I have tried for years to do the same thing she does. I cannot do it. And she just mixes her dough, squeezes it off, or she'll take a spoon and dip it and just drop it on the pan. These biscuits come out so good. They have little peaks on them that the peaks get crispy brown, and the crust so crispy and brown. As all the kids got older and they would call Mom and say, we're coming over, they'd all say, have a pan of drop biscuits ready because I'm bringing the kids and we're all coming. I mean, everybody loved her drop biscuits, and I have tried for years to do it, and I just can't. I cannot get them right. So I just started doing my own thing and left hers alone. But, you know, I remember as a teenager in the 70s that we ate a lot of beans. My mom would buy 250-pound, at the first of each month, my mom bought 100-pound bag of potatoes in burlap sacks. She would buy 250-pound bags of brown beans. She would buy 250-pound bags of flour. And of course, back then they were in cloth bags. Oh gosh, I'm really telling my age, aren't I? You know, they were in cloth bags, and you don't know, milk was hard to come by. It wasn't that expensive, but you didn't have the money to buy milk all the time back then. And I grew up eating biscuits and water gravy. You know, you mentioned water gravy, people holler, yuck, gross, whatever. But when you're hungry, you're going to eat it. And I'll tell you what, I probably had water gravy more than 1,000 times as a kid up to as a teenager. But, you know, I don't eat it today, but I'm not going to gripe about it because it saved my life. It saved me from going hungry. And, you know, like I said in the last video, my grandpa and grandma helped us a lot when we were out of groceries, and they would share with us what they had. But Mama always made drop biscuits and water gravy. And, you know, when you're hungry, it's the best food in the world. It was hard. It was really hard. And, you know, we didn't know what McDonald's and Wendy's and all that stuff back whenever I was a kid because, I mean, they were there. We just didn't go because we didn't hear about it. Because my mom always said, I can take the money that it costs for one meal for one person at McDonald's, and I could buy stuff to make a meal at home that will feed the whole family. She said, so for me, it's a waste of money, and the food's bad. You know, we just never knew anything about that kind of stuff. We never, ever went out and eat, ever, because it just, at that time, you know, with my dad not working very much, my mom wasn't working. She was a stay-at-home mom because there were 7 kids at home. So, you know, you had to do what you had to do. I remember at the beginning of each year, the Salvation Army over by the high school had this building, and families could come in there about, I think it was a month before school started, and you were allowed to go through and you picked 2 brand new sets of clothes for your kids for school clothes. You got to pick 2 brand new sets of clothes and a pair of shoes, brand new pair of shoes. This was in the 70s. And you got them for free. And I remember that really well, going every year. And that's where I got my school clothes to start school every year, was going to the old Salvation Army. And they were new clothes. They weren't used stuff. But through the year, the Salvation Army bought you know, loads of stuff. They would catch pallets of clothes and stuff on sale and buy them, and then you got to go and pick out clothes, 2 sets of clothes and a pair of shoes for your kids to go to school. I remember going there every year. I was so excited about getting a new pair of shoes. Never cared about the clothing, but I wanted the new shoes. Fun. Anyway, I think, guys, from now on, you know, a lot of you know that I put my videos out a lot of times at 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. And the reason is because I usually make the videos the day before, and I will upload them and then schedule them. And I always do it that early, thinking that all day long it's going to get more views. It doesn't work. So I checked with YouTube about timings that you should be loading videos. And YouTube suggests that you load videos between 2 and 4 p.m. during the week, and 2 and 6 p.m. on the weekend, something. I don't really remember. But anyway, I'm going to start uploading my videos between 2 and 6 p.m. because that seems, you know, people are coming home from work and they're just relaxing, and a lot of them get on to check their mail, whatever, and they jump on there to see, you know, because by my YouTube, not very many people have the little bell done. I guess if my video happens to pop up, they watch it. I've noticed a lot of people who watch and comment on my video. I've been doing a test over the last few months that there's some people, if I go to I won't hear anything from them. I mean, videos will pile up. If I go to one of their videos, watch it, and comment on it, then they'll come watch my videos. It's almost like, you know, they even forget I'm there, and me commenting on their video reminds them that I'm there, and they come to check my videos. And I guess I'm going to have to start commenting on every video I watch, because there's a lot of people that I watch. I always like the video, but I don't always comment on it. You know, there's a lot of things that I understood what they said. Why do I need to comment? So I'll watch it, like it, and go on. But it doesn't mean I'm not watching it. I am watching it. And it just bothers me a little bit that there are some channels that don't even remember I'm there unless I go watch one of their videos and I make a comment, and my comment reminds them, oh, there's Ozark Duke, he has videos, you know. But it's okay. I guess whatever gets me views. And, you know, you guys know I do all different kinds of stuff. I am not subject to one thing. You know, like I do movie reviews and chats, I do cooking, I do crafting, I do whatever comes to mind, or whatever's happening at the moment, I videotape it. And some people like that, because like they said, they never know what's going to come or what to expect, you know. So, but I'm not going to change. I'm not going to get on one thing and stick with it. I'm just not going to do it, because there's more to my life than one thing. You know, I do different things every day. I don't do the same thing every single day that I can make a channel out of it. Like right now, I'm getting into making cards and stuff like that, and I plan on getting good at it. But, you know, I paint, and I'm learning how to paint in watercolor, restoring old furniture and plants, and just everything I do. Comedy I do, all that stuff. So I am a very mixed, you don't know what you're going to get until you watch kind of channel. I like it like that, and I'm going to stay like that, because my life is not the same every day. Subscribers like Hillary and Rebecca and Dale and Sammy and, you know, Judy. I love these ladies. They are there. It may take them a couple of days, but they're there for every video. And I sure enjoy them. I really do. And then I have my favorite channels like Nona Grace and Out West Homestead. And yeah, all right, I'm going to stop, because I shouldn't be saying that anyway. I shouldn't be telling people what my favorite channels are. But anyway, I've got to get around and get this bread in sacks so it doesn't harden up on me. So I have my bread for the week. But I hope you guys enjoyed the little chat that I did, and talking about growing up in the 70s, and maybe I will try water gravy one more time. But I'm going to have to try to get one of my sisters or my mom to make the drop biscuits. I can't do it. I just can't do it. And it just wouldn't taste the same doing it with my biscuits. So I'll have to get one of them to make some for me. And then I'm going to make some water gravy and try it. It's been many, many years since I've had it. And I'll tell you what, the price of meat, groceries, and all that. Gas here is up to $3.29 a gallon now. And groceries are just outrageous. If I buy ground beef, I can't buy pork. If I buy pork, I can't buy ground beef. If I buy chicken, I can't buy pork. So, you know, every month it's getting more stressful and stressful. But the discount store that I went to is now selling flour, all-purpose flour in 25-pound bags for $7 for 25 pounds. So I've been buying those and putting them in bigger containers because that's a great deal for me since I make my own bread. And they sell the 3-pack yeast for, I think it's like 79 cents. I don't know. A lot of times I order my yeast by the pound off the internet, but I've gotten to notice that it goes bad before I can use it all. So I pretty much need to quit doing that. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get off here, and I'm going to let you guys enjoy your day. And thank you for coming and listening to me. And me putting the hat on, trying to trick you into thinking it was a whole different day. Bye, guys.